it's a public holiday. And I'm in the process of doing a little bit of reorganization. I am designing my April class, which we will be using the Dainty Delight bundle. So I've made 3 cards there. I'm just making sure I am on mute, which I am. So I've made 3 cards there. I don't know how many I'll end up making. I think it's going to be a hard decision what I pop in the class. Thank you to everyone who has joined the live chat early. Who have we got? We have Mr. Linda. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Shari. Jody and Lisa. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Margaret. Thank you so much for joining. Lovely, lovely to have all your beautiful faces here. I hope you have had a lovely Easter weekend, or however you do celebrate this time of year. For those of you I have not met before, my name is Ellen Woodbridge and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. I am just north of Sydney. Hello, Melissa. Hello, Brenton. I'm in between Sydney and Newcastle, so like about an hour north and south. So right in the middle, beautiful part of the world. And today I am doing a bit more reorganization, but with you guys. So last night I ended up with this perfect scrap of paper, and I have a box of all my new blends. So these are my Stampin' blends, and these are the Stampin' Up! Alcohol markers. They come in pairs, so you get a dark and a light. And sorry, Owen has just woken up and got out of bed, so if you can hear voices in the background, it's just the family. It's all good. So they come in a dark and a light for perfect blending, and depending on how you use them, you can create more than the dark, the light, and the in-between color. They are a lot of fun to play with. Now, I have previously... hello, Ina. I'm glad you're live here as well. These are all my new ones. Now, these will not currently fit in my storage that I have. I don't have enough Stampin' storage trays, but I have just put in an order over the weekend for more trays so I can store them. But in the meantime, I want to open them. I want to swatch them out so I can see what they look like. And I'm kind of deciding, and tell me how, if you've got blends, how you store them. I store my inks in color families. That's what works for my brain. I have previously stored all my Stampin' blends in rainbow order because I tend to use my Stampin' blends differently than my color families. I can't explain how it's different, but it is different. And I'm trying to decide, hey, Andrea or Andrea? Please correct me if I am wrong, or correct me either way, sorry. How do you store your blends? Do you store them in color families? Because we have a lot more blends this year, which is amazing for better and more fun coloring with more colors. Color family or rainbow? Because I obviously can't put them away, but I can have them written down in what color order I want them in. So I think we just spin around, turn off lights, do all of that, get us all lined up, and let's get swatching. Okay, you store them in color families, Brenton. I'm really thinking of changing over to color families. Okay, see my cardstock. Color families. Very nice, Ina. Andrea. Awesome. Awesome. I'm so glad I'm right. It's like, oh, and I work in a job where I have to pronounce names for a living because I work on telephones. Hey, Glenna. Hey, Corinne. Oh, you're back, Delinda. Thank you. Yeah, I work in a job where I work on the phones and I'm always butchering people's names. But I must say, people do give me a lot of grace, and that's lovely. Okay, so I am going to flick around. I'm going to catch up with all the comments when I come back, but it sounds as though it's a bit half-half. Are you store? Okay, I store them how they're printed in the catalogue as well. So, but I know Patty Bennett, one of the larger US demonstrators, recently just did a video with how she puts everything in rainbow order. So I'm there going, So I kind of have a reference, which is good, but also I'm just unsure of what I would like to do. I'll be back and I'll fix up with the Zoom. Okay, light is off, and we have a lot more light on our area because I took all my retiring punches off. That's better. I took all my retiring punches off my rails, which are at the wall behind my desk, and I don't have many punches left. I don't have many of anything left. Lots has retired at the moment in the Stampin' Up catalogues, and that makes way for amazing new stuff. So I'm clearing the decks for new stuff when I purchase it. So let me go back. You don't have blends, but I just have them in a clear box. That's fair enough that you don't have a lot, Corinne. Colour families. Do you know what? I don't have to commit to keeping them in colour families or rainbow the whole time. And I think I need something new. So I might start in colour families like they are in the catalogue, because that's how I have my inks, my paper, and all of that. And I'll show you what I mean by how they have them in the catalogue. I'm just grabbing my real catalogue here. Most of the time I use my online catalogue. So this is one of the two catalogues that are currently under retirement of many products. So if we just open up, I have highlighted everything that's retiring, and I did go through the entirety of the catalogues and what's retiring in a recent video if you would like to go and see that. So this is how Stampin' Up has currently set there's colour families. There is a mix-up in the colour families in the new catalogue, but I cannot show you the inside pages of that catalogue at the moment. So just take the in colours that are carrying over. I have them in Sweet Sorbet, Parakeet Party, Tahitian Tide, Starry Sky, and Orchid Oasis. That is how my paper is stored in that colour order, and that is how my ink is stored. So I'm assuming that is how my blends are going to be stored. And then when I get to the bottom, I am going to store my, and this is on another page, so I store them in the blend storage, which is here under our Stampin' storage page. So you get 5 white plastic trays that stack on top of each other, and then you've got these topper options at the top, and I use the topper storage. And at the moment I have some of our fine tip glue, I have my hand moisturizer, my cuticle oil, my glasses cleaner, so they're right like my glasses cleaning cloth. I also have a now not current colour cardstock swatch that I actually, God, that's an old colour, that's Seaside Spray. I actually, to be honest, got this at an event and I don't use it. because I know the colours and I look at them in paper and in ink form and I kind of know what I've got. Hey David and Cherie, thank you for joining. Yes, so, oh, Cindy, did I miss you coming in? I'm so sorry, Miss Cindy. And you know what? I'm going to keep this ring because this is my ring from forever and a day ago, and this can go in recycling because if I don't use it, why is it taking up space? But, you know, everyone's minds work a bit differently. And for my, where are they? There are markers. And I found that in assortment 1 in the colour pencils, there are only 3 of the colours that have retired in that. Where are the blends? The blends are here. So these are the natural tone blends, and this is actually, I colour them light to dark. I store them light to dark, not dark to deep to light. So I will be changing that, and I will do them as the catalogue shows, and when I get it and change it all around, I will take a photo and share it on my Instagram and Facebook so you can check out how it looks. But I'm just randomly going to be grabbing these out and we'll be swatching them, and I will write down the name today because I really just want to see how they look. Okay, so now that I've shown you all these things, now if these colours are not current, which I don't think I bought any returning colours, but if the colours aren't current, it means that you can't buy them until the 2nd of May. Just as a sneak peek, these are all the Stampin' blends I used last night in one of my Dainty Delight projects. I actually need this basket, so I'm just going to pour all of these out. I haven't put them away yet because I decided I wanted to do something, I wanted to watch the TV last night, so I left everything on my craft desk. But as always, it's organised chaos here. I could use the money, gave me a bunch of cardstock. I don't know what colour. Are you colourblind, Corinne? That's interesting. So, are you, okay, that's good to know. Oh, hello, Miss Louisa. Have you come to join us for our video today? Louisa is my husband's guide dog. Good morning. Did you not come and say good morning to me in bed? Come on. Down. Oops, don't hit yourself on the cut and emboss machine. Down. Come on. Got to get on with this. Okay, you're in and out today. Fine. Sorry about that interlude. Corinne, I give my retired blends to the kids because I have 2 arty kids. So they go to the kids, and any ones that I replace because I've got the tip's gone frayed or anything like that, I also give to the kids and they can use the bullet tip. So our first one is Lost Lagoon, and something Stampin' Up have started doing is printing the name on the packaging. So it says Lost Lagoon right there, but I don't keep it in the packaging. So you might watch me struggle to open these. Oh, apparently not. Okay, and I'll show you some of the features of our blends, just so you know. So it tells us what they are. Now, these are a very different barrel to our Stampin' Right markers. Our Stampin' Right markers have the same ink as our ink pads. They don't smooth out like our alcohol Stampin' blends. Okay, so we have a nice square barrel so it doesn't roll on our desks. It also has the colour, so it says Dark Lost Lagoon, and this one says Light Lost Lagoon. We've also got slightly different coloured tips. These ones are very close, but you can see with our bubble bath, that the light and the dark's a bit close, a bit further apart. We also are told that this is our brush tip in a photo, in a diagram and with a thicker line, and this is our bullet tip as shown in the diagram and a thinner line. Hello Bobby, how are you? Oh, Corinne, that's not good. But yeah, so Lost Lagoon is a blue green and it errs on the side. So I will try and describe these colours to you, and I'm thinking all our friends in the comments can correct me if I'm wrong. So Lost Lagoon is a green blue, but I class it more as a green. When I was looking at the new colours in cardstock, I definitely put this in the green category and not in the blue category. But other people may differ. Oh, how cute that you gave Bobby a bee. Okay, so I am just going to, I will show you the bullet end just so you can see. So the bullet end, that was on its side, and if I go on the top, it's a lot thinner than the brush end. So let's have a look. So I'm just going to do dark, and then I'm going to go light, and I am going to blend the two together so you can see here the difference between the dark and the light. And I do just like to blend over there so you can see they do blend together very well. So I am just going to write here, so I will keep this at the back of my desk, and my writing's atrocious today, but that's fine. This is just for me and you guys are watching. Okay, so next we've got Bubble Bath. Now, this has been described as a pink, and I think this is a really clean, on the cool side pink, but I have heard it described as having a violet undertone. I don't really see that. Hello, Nicole, all the way from Perth. Welcome, welcome. So this is Bubble Bath. This is one that Bobby is very interested with. Bobby and myself have had many conversations about Blushing Bride that is retiring, and lots has already sold out in Blushing Bride. So there is quite a difference between the dark and the light. So I am just going to blend over, and you can see that I have made that blend quite nice. I'm quite happy with that. That wasn't too much work. So this is Bubble Bath, but I definitely see it as a really nice blue. Bubble Bath. I think I'm going to have like 2 columns. So I'll bring these 2 up that I've done so far. So we've got the Lost Lagoon and the Bubble Bath. So you can have a look. Okay, next, what do we have here? We have, the name isn't on this one. Oh, because it's Misty Moonlight. So this is one of our returning colours, and I know for a fact that I do have these blends and I can't find them. So because I have full set syndrome, I had to buy them. And full set syndrome for me only applies to cardstock inks, the Stampin' Right markers. I did make a bit of an executive decision of not replacing my Stampin' Right markers because I don't use them enough. Oh, that's nice and rich. So this is definitely a darker blue, but it is not as dark as Night of Navy. And it's also not a royal blue either. Okay, so you can see you've got a bit of colour difference here. and I just go in circles, and you can see I have blended that out quite easily for a really nice colour. So I find the Stampin' blends blend beautifully, and you are able to get that dark, medium and light with them. So that is Misty Moonlight. And if I need another piece of paper, I'll just grab another piece of paper, because there are more than 11 colours. Actually, I can't remember how many are coming. Now, this is a new in colour, so I might do these together. So Lemon Lime Twist is one of our returning colours as well. So the in colours I'll just do together because they're in a colour family together. Can you colour with Yes, you can colour with Stampin' Right markers, Andrea, but you don't get this smooth look. It's like colouring with a texture, where if you go over the line twice, you see that line. I will grab a Stampin' Right marker before the end, and I will do that. Bobby, what do you think of the bubble bath? I'm interested to hear what you're saying. So this is the dark Lemon Lime Twist. This is the light. There is a color difference, and I just go over the middle, and then if I need to, yep, that's our dark, medium and light with two colors. It's a real citrus in the name, Corinne. It is quite a citrusy, it's definitely a green. It's a really bright, bold green. So I do love it. I'm waiting with bated breath, Bobby, with your bubble bath review. I know you haven't got it in person yet, but I'd love to hear it. Lemon Lime Twist. Makes me think of an alcoholic drink. Oh, what's this one? That's one that I already had in my stash that I was able to find. Which one's this one? The colour isn't on it. This must be Berry Burst. So the brand new ones have the colour on the packaging. The returning ones don't. Yes, actually, it is quite similar to Parakeet Party, but there is a difference because I think we did look at it in the papers. So they are... You meant... Okay, it's certainly not Pink Pirouette, but it's nice. I can't decide until I get mine. Yeah, absolutely, Bobby, but you can see already that it's definitely down the line that you're doing, and I did some watercoloring with it for my upcoming class, which I will have sign up for in a few days, and I did watercoloring, so it's a nice light pink, and it does go very Pink Pirouette, and it is gorgeous. So Berry Burst is, as it says, a nice berry pink, very rich, but not too rich. Nice, bright, happy. I knew that it'd happen eventually. And I do really, I liked Berry Burst the first time we had it, and my opinion has not changed. I still love it. And I wear a lot of Berry Burst. It's a colour that looks good on me, so it's obviously very appealing. Wild Wheat. Is Wild Wheat one of the new in colours? I'm pretty sure it is. I am still learning. Copper Clay is an in colour. What else? Another True Blue, Boho Blue. That is an in colour. What one's this one? This one is a Blueberry Bushel. This is a very much older returning. So old, in fact, that I had to buy a new ink pad, I think, because it was in the older style. It's a pink with a little blue. Yeah, a little violet in it. And that's fine, Cindy. I mean, you don't want the order sitting there for other people to do things to. So, okay, let's go back up here. I'll definitely need another scrap of paper, but that's okay. So this, and I will show you on the back after I play with the blueberry bushel. Blueberry bushel is quite a royal blue. I would describe it as a true blue. Oh, this is the dark, is it? No, this is the light. These are very close together, the dark and the light. Oh, that's interesting. Just let me try the bullet tip on this. I can't get this off. Oh, your mum's the best, Corinne. No, that's still the same colour. The blueberry bushels are actually quite close, which I'm surprised by. Just let me do that again. So that's a double layer, and then that's a single layer. The good thing is you can layer and layer these up, and these soak into the cardstock where the Stampin' Right markers sit on top, and if you keep adding ink like I just did with the Stampin' blends, they do not peel the paper. Where if I did the same thing with our Stampin' Right markers, I would peel the paper. So there's some of the differences. And this is just our, is it 1L or 2? 1L. This is just our standard Whisper White paper. Okay, so this one is Pebbled Path. I think Pebbled Path is a new in colour. I am just going to, I've got my catalogue here in front of me. So Copper Clay, yes, I have my 5 in colours there, and we will just keep going with these ones. So this is Azure Afternoon. I have spoken to a lot of my Aussie demonstrators, and we all say Azure the same way. So I don't know if anyone's ever going to laugh at me, but yes, this blue I see, and I'm going to do a comparison just with the ink pads with you. So Blueberry Bushel and Azure Afternoon are a very nice pairing. This is a little more on the and the colour has just gone out of my head. It's more on the turquoise side. That is where I was going. Is definitely more on the turquoise side. Okay, so I have previously, but I won't be updating them. I have previously had these little labels on the end, and I got them from Sarah Berry, who is a demonstrator in the UK. They are fantastic, but because I use my blends quite a lot and I do use them in a class setting, I had to replace them, and I never wanted to. Yeah, it's, yeah, more, and not just turquoise in general color as well, Lisa. So this is the dark, this is the light. You do have a little bit more of a color difference, and I will just circle over the middle, and that looks good. Now I'm going to have to check my spelling on this one, but Blueberry Bushel was a great in color, Bobby, I do agree. So Azure Afternoon. Okay. Oh, why? I'm putting these over here, even though I have a full-on basket right here for them. Oh, dearie me. Okay, so now we have Lemon Lolly. Well, that's good. I'll have this one for all the returning and new colours, and then I'll grab a separate sheet for the in colours. That works really well because I've already got the in colour one that I did last year. So Lemon Lolly. This is a real, it's a bright yellow. It's definitely brighter than So Saffron, which is the one it's replacing. So Saffron, when I put them together, is quite a, I don't know, it's quite dull. So I don't know what undertone. Not great timing. Oh, I'm so sorry, Nicole. I am so sorry. Yes, nothing stops the mail like 2 public holidays. Yes, because Good Friday is a public... Oh, I didn't want the dark again. Good Friday is a public holiday in Australia where everything shuts down. And today, being Easter Monday, it is a public holiday where most things are open. So yes, I got shipping notice to say my order, Nicole, would be here from tomorrow, being Tuesday, to Thursday, and then it turned up last Thursday. I was shocked. I was very, very shocked. So Lemon Lolly, very, very gorgeous colour. I will show you close-ups of these so you can make some informed choices. Lemon Lolly. Then we have Pecan Pie. I'm loving all the neutrals we've got. So it's a nice injection of neutrals in both the main colour families and in the in colours as well. So start with the dark Pecan Pie. You know, I'm partial to a pecan pie. They're a bit nice. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Now, I'm assuming because it's Stampin' Up, this is very different to any of the browns in our natural tones. Okay, so we have quite a difference there. So let's just do a bit of a blend here so we get our 3 tones, which I like, and you can get, the more you go over them, the different tones you get. Oh no! Oh, that's so annoying, Nicole. Oh, and it doesn't help living on the other side of the country to, oh, I was writing your name, Nicole. Yeah, it's very hard. I know a lot of the overseas people here live on the opposite side of the country to the dispatch. Okay, so now I can pour all of those in and put all of these ones back in here. Okay, nothing like organisation on the fly, I say. Good morning, Donna. How are you? It's actually afternoon here. I do have a bit of a funky end on that one, but usable, workable. So this is Pretty Peacock, which is another blue-green. Now, there is quite a marked colour difference here, so let's see how much work I actually need to do. Not too bad. Not too bad. I may need to put this on my list to get a backup though, because I do leave some backups in my in one of my boxes. Pretty Peacock. So they are all the returning and new colours. So you can see what I mean about Lost Lagoon definitely being on the blues, on the green side, and Pretty Peacock when you put them against the Blueberry Bushel and the Azure Afternoon. So let's have a look here. No, exactly. And that's why it's not close, but it will tone in nicely with the other ones. Is mine so far? No, I'm not on live. That's okay. So yes, that is a good look at them for you. So they're our new and returnings. And now I will just find another. I don't have many scraps of basic white at the moment. I'm just going to grab a card front size basic white, and I do keep a small stash of card fronts pre-cut so I can just grab them. So I will grab that for our in colours. So these are our 2023 to 2025 in colours. And these are definitely, I see them as quite regal colours. So if I was to put them in a colour family, I'd put them in the regals. And that's something we haven't had for many, many years. So I'm loving the change in the colour families to reflect some of the changes in fashion and just colour trends in general. Oh yes, Nicole, I do agree with that. And we do have a lovely bright autumn day here. So not too much of a colour difference between the dark and the light, but I can get that third tone quite easily. So this is boho blue. It's a lot darker than balmy blue, and it really is that, oh God, it really is that a great mid blue to go in between. Like if we put this boho blue, it's definitely a true blue, more like blueberry bushel, and definitely not turquoise. Does have a bit of grey in it that I actually like. Actually really, really like that. Okay, so yes, Corinne, I would agree with that. But you know, it's very, very hard to get that color match between different materials. So yeah, but the blue one, it was cute. So this is a Pebbled Path. We'll start with the dark. Oh, they're so nice. That is just gorgeous. And really does look like a pebbled path. Now, this colour pairs perfectly as a darker friend to our grey granite. So there is a bit of a colour difference. Let's just do our circle in the middle, and that just blends it out so you get that nice gradient of colour. But pebbled path and grey granite are best friends. Now, I always double B, okay. Pebbled path. Okay, so let's go with copper clay. Now, I did say that copper clay and Cajun craze could be very nice friends. Now, I just want to do this. They are very nice friends, actually. So you're starting to get the red. This is on the redder side of a brown. And then you've got a red with some brown in it. So they are very nice friends, a nice colour match. So I like looking at these colours and they're going, ooh, what's it going to pair with? Now, this is just a bonus video this week because I wanted to unpack these. So I will be back with my normal video over on Facebook tomorrow. and I'm pretty sure I am playing with Artistically Inked, because in my last YouTube video, I think the consensus was using some returning stamp sets. And some of those stamp sets I haven't shown a whole lot of love with. So see how I'm putting colour over this, and it does blend out and I'm not getting those harsh lines like a Stampin' Right marker. And then just go through the middle. That's lovely. And I think I'm going to use some new colours with that. Does the pecan work with the clay? Just let me write it down and I'll put them next to each other. What did I say? Copper clay. I'm getting better with the names. It will take me a month or so and then I'll all be okay with them. Okay, so pecan pie, copper clay. They do work together, but the copper clay has a whole lot more red, where the pecan pie is definitely more brown. So that's your look. Now let's go wild wheat. So wild wheat is a dirty yellow. If you're a mother, comments, I know what you're going to say. But it's a colour we don't have. And what would you like me to pair wild wheat with? Because I've got all my ink pads here so I can do comparisons. So tell me where. Cajun Craze resembles the old SU Rust ink pad. See, I haven't been around that long, Corinne. Maybe I have. I don't remember having Rust here in Australia. Yes, Brenton, I was waiting for someone to give me the laughing face. So there is our dark wild wheat. But tell me what colour comparison you want and I will grab it out. And we're going light. And they're just so smooth on this. I will, as I say, don't let me forget our Stampin' Right markers, and I will grab them out and just show you the difference, because these just glide. I don't feel the other ones just glide like this. No one's got any colour comparisons for me with the wild wheat. I'll leave it here as I go on to the Moody Mauve. I don't know what to pair. Maybe the Moody Mauve with Blackberry Bliss. Crumb cake. Okay, I cannot show you my ink pad because my ink pad is severely UV affected. But what I can do is show you, if I can grab it out, is our paper. So you are right. And I haven't got my wild wheat paper at hand. I haven't organised, I haven't taken out all my retired paper yet. But that is a look at that. Yes, and really all these 5 colours work beautifully together, but tone on tone, these would definitely work together. So there you go. If anyone else has anything else, I can certainly help you out there. Okay, so I knew what you were saying, Melissa. It's all good. I'm the typo queen, so you'll never get judged here. Okay. It definitely does have a gold tone, and that's the good thing, because we lost our soft suede, which also had a gold tone. It's lovely to get a colour that has a gold tone back. No problems, Melissa. Happy to help. So Moody Mauve, or Mauve, as the Americans say, because you guys have to be different to us. Okay, I do like this colour too. I can wear this colour as well. And you know, the fact that I'm a purple girl, they are quite close in colour. Let's create our third shade. Okay, let me put a second layer here. Okay, just quite close, which isn't a good or a bad thing, it just is. I think I'm going to do this again, just because I feel like I stuffed that one up. So that's the light. Of course, it's not going to be pretty like I really wanted it to be. No, it does definitely goes on darker, but it dries a little lighter. That's a light again. Okay, interesting. Okay, so Moody, M-A-U-D-E. Right. So they are all of our new ones. I'm going to have to move. Yes. Okay. Just give me a second. They will go. Moody Mauve or Mauve is definitely a more regal. This is more clean. This is more warm. Yeah, but they will work well together. Nice pick there, Melissa. Corinne, do you... Mauve was the colour of your prom dress. Corinne, do you need any descriptions on any of the colours? While we're here, I have them out and I have a brains trust. So let me just grab a scrap of Whisper White, basic white. I cannot get my head around it. So I have kept my old storage container and I have already got them in colour families. So I'm pretty sure this is my Berry Burst. It is. So this is a great direct comparison that I am about to make. So let me just pop this over and I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the markers. And I'm just going to grab no, that's the light. I want the dark. So that is the marker and this is the blend, just so you can get a comparison. Okay, the colors are slightly different, yes, but I did as much going over. So you can see how you can see the lines in the Stampin' Right marker, but you've got that smoothness in the blend. So that's the difference. Oh, fair enough, Corinne. Oh, you're good with what I've said. I'm so glad I was helpful. So this is a water-based, same ink as our ink pads. So as I said, if I continue to go over this, it will peel. I'm going to see if I can do it. Yep, it's starting to go now. I have totally saturated that. So you can see the difference where this sits on top of the paper, where the Stampin' Blend soaks into the paper. So you can see just here, I'm starting to peel the paper, and you can see that wasn't much ink really compared to what I have added in some of my other ones, because it's water and the water causes the paper to peel, where you put down the color and the alcohol evaporates. So hopefully that is a good real life explanation. I'm just trying to show that pilling. I didn't want to ruin my tip by putting more ink down than what I did. Does anyone have any questions while I have a small drink of water? So throw them at me while I'm here, captive audience. Okay, pop this away. So yeah, I have just kept what I've got, and these Stampin' Right markers are still good for direct colouring to ink pads. It's just I'm working with what I've got because priorities money-wise, I just needed to spend my money on other things in the catalogue and not the markers that I don't use very often. So even as demonstrators, we don't have everything. So, water out of the way. My pleasure, Delinda. I'm happy to have helped. So these are all my new ones. As I said, I am going to try them in, now I've got the hiccups. I'm going to try them in colour family order, and when I get my new blends trays, I'll take a photo and I will attach it to my social media, and I'll link back to this video when I have done all of that. But yeah, that was how many? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 15... 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 15 new colours, and I can't remember how many they were retired. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. So 12, 13. So we get 2 extra colours in the Stampin' Right markers to what they've retired. So I've just got to work this out of how it'll look, but that's okay, because I don't really, I wonder, because if I only need one more tray, maybe I should have got a flat topper lid, which I thought I had, but I can't find. The storage combinations are endless here. Endless. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video, and I will be sure to bring you other organisation videos as I get there or try something new. I like, oh, I'm so glad, Nicole. I'm so glad it's helpful. It's just something that I will chuck in the back of my, I've just put my colour comparisons in at the back of my desk. So this is the one I did with the inks, and then the one behind is the current in colours in inks and blends. So that's kind of how I become familiar with my ink colours. And then, do I reference them often? No, but it is a part of how I get to know new colours, is to play with them and love them a little bit. My pleasure, girls and guys. Hey, Brenton. Thank you for joining me. I will be back live tomorrow on Facebook, so make sure you are you follow me over there, and it will be at 12 noon again. Yes, I know, Brenton, that's what I'm looking at, my spare spots in my storage that I'm about to fill as soon as I get off here. So I hope everyone has had a safe Easter and is looking forward to starting afresh, because it's the end of term 1 for both TAFE that Lavender's doing and school, although it's technically Owen's term 2, so he's halfway through year 12, which is really scary. But anyway, so we have the school holidays, so it's like starting a fresh new catalogue. All these things are happening, so I'm in organisation heaven. Someone did ask me the other day, is my second hobby organising? And the answer is yes. So hopefully you're like me and like organising as well, because I'm going to be doing a lot of it, and I will share some photos and maybe some videos along the way. But I do have a fair few organisation videos. I should start a playlist with organisation. I'll see if I've got enough videos to put under there so you guys can see what I do with my things and what may work for you. So I will see you tomorrow. Have a lovely day. Bye.